and specifically aimed to protect against tomb raiders who have looted countless burial sites throughout history. Among the treasures found inside are wooden idols, intricately carved and treated with advanced preservation methods that have been lost over time. These artifacts have survived the ravages of time and the elements, providing fascinating clues about the advanced skills of the ancient people who created them. What makes this discovery truly extraordinary are the mummies found in the chamber. Unlike anything seen before, these mummies are incredibly well preserved, with detailed facial features and intact clothing, indicating a highly developed culture. Their presence challenges current theories about the people who built this site and could unravel one of archaeology's greatest mysteries. Despite the widespread looting of ancient tombs over the years, this burial chamber remained hidden and untouched until now, with the potential to rewrite history. Even though many mummies were missing, archaeologist Warren Church remained determined to uncover the secrets of Los Pachucos. For nearly 20 years, he poured himself into his work, driven by the mystery of the site known as Los Pachucos. This site, a marvel of ancient buildings, stood as a stronghold against time. Its construction revealed great effort and creativity. The Chachapoyas, or cloud people as the Incas called them, lived in these ruins scattered across Peru. Despite facing many challenges, they thrived until the Spanish arrived. Their decline accelerated with the outbreak of smallpox. What makes the cloud people fascinating is not just their survival, but also their rich cultural expressions. Although they left no written records, they adorned their surroundings with detailed stone carvings of orchids, butterflies, and jaguars, offering clues about their beliefs and environment. Church's findings went beyond the surface. He uncovered evidence of Chachapoya farming skills, including terraces carved into steep slopes for agriculture, demonstrating their ability to adapt to their environment. A remarkable discovery in the site's burial chamber was the mummies. Contrary to expectations, these mummies had European features, with fair skin and blonde hair. This surprising find raised questions about the origins and interactions of ancient peoples across continents, hinting at possible connections between distant lands. Church described these mummies as some of the most captivating artifacts he had ever encountered. The mystery of how they reached the Peruvian hills and became the caretakers of this extraordinary place remains an intriguing puzzle in history. Moreover, similar mummies with European features have been found worldwide. Regardless of their origins, the Church's research is truly remarkable, and these discoveries continue to captivate and challenge our understanding of the past. Now, let's uncover how the ancient Egyptians protected their rulers' tombs. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. Deep beneath the sands of Egypt, scientists discovered a tomb of a queen who lived 600,000 years, and what they uncovered you can't imagine. This wasn't the final resting place of a pharaoh, but of a forgotten queen, from a civilization much older than known Egyptian history. Her elaborate golden coffin was decorated with strange symbols and futuristic writing. Inside, instead of a mummified body, they found a crystal chamber with a perfectly preserved, otherworldly being. This queen wasn't just a ruler, she was a messenger from an ancient space society. Her tomb was a time capsule, containing objects and technology that challenged our understanding of history and science. The discovery changed human history, showing that ancient Egypt was just a small part of a much larger story, hinting at a cosmic link that stretched across thousands of years. The world now faced the deep realization that humanity's origins were connected with the stars, and the tomb's secrets could reveal mysteries beyond imagination. What do you think the Queen's discovery means for our understanding of ancient history? Let us know your answer in the comments section. Safeguarding the tomb of Tutankhamun. Ancient Egyptian monuments faced numerous problems from theft throughout Egypt. Archaeologist Essam Shihab knows about the threat of thieves better than most. Throughout Egypt's history, very few tombs have been found untouched. Essam has explored many tombs, but often, the mummies he finds are badly damaged, and their treasures have been stolen. The ancient Egyptians believed they would live again in the afterlife. Because of this, they tried hard to hide their tombs and bury their treasures securely. They went to great lengths to protect their rulers' tombs. The tomb of Tutankhamun was no exception. To keep it safe, builders created a false wall to block the burial chamber and sealed the entrance with a plastered doorway. They then filled the corridor in front of the tomb with 40 tons of rubble, creating a solid 25-foot barrier. A third doorway, stamped with the pharaoh's seal, further secured the entrance. These 3 layers of protection were covered with chippings to blend in with the barren valley landscape. Essam isn't entirely sure if these defenses were the reason Tutankhamun's tomb remained intact. Today, he is investigating other tombs from Tutankhamun's time to find out more. In the nearby valley where noble families were buried, most tombs had similar protections to King Tut's chamber. However, many of these tombs were repeatedly broken into. When checked, it was clear that everything had been stolen by thieves, leaving no trace behind. Essam is determined to find out why the security systems failed to protect this particular tomb. He is already familiar with the usual methods thieves use to break in. In the valley, the necropolis police were supposed to keep watch, but at night, it was difficult to see, making the tombs easy targets. Thieves often bribed the guards for information about where the entrances were. Then they would dig through the rubble and break down the plastered doorways to get inside. Later tombs were designed with 50-foot deep pits to deter thieves, but robbers adapted by smashing through false walls and using ropes to climb down. They would steal as much treasure as they could carry and then set fire to the tombs. The intense heat would help them remove valuable gold leaf. In the tomb that Essam is currently investigating, things are a bit different. The main entrance was still sealed, yet thieves still managed to steal everything inside. Essam is looking for clues about how the robbers got in. He discovered a cut in the floor, indicating that the thieves had tried to break into the tomb by cutting through the floor before taking the treasure. Even if the tomb raiders couldn't find the entrance, they knew they could just dig into the earth and hope to strike gold. Essam found another clue inside. It seems this break was made by the first thief who tried to steal the treasures from the tomb. Once the thieves found the tomb, they smashed through the walls, determined to find every piece of hidden treasure inside. This was typical of tomb robbers who would hack into any spot they thought might hide valuables. The grave robbers were so greedy and desperate that nothing could stop them. They often destroyed mummies in their quest for jewelry. Many human remains have been found, often in fragments, separated skulls, broken limbs, and evidence of fire damage. This destruction shows how far the looters went to get to the treasure. The damage might be a result of these thieves violently tearing apart the tomb and everything in it. Despite the ancient Egyptians' efforts to protect their tombs, thieves always found a way in. So, how did Tutankhamun avoid such brutal treatment? With similar defenses, how did his sealed doors and hidden entrance manage to keep robbers out? Recent discoveries suggest that a powerful natural force might have been the ultimate protection. Kent is keen to learn how a flash flood might have influenced the area. We've been studying ancient flood patterns, trying to understand where the water flowed, how much of it might have impacted Tutankhamun's burial site, and how it could have hidden the entrance to his tomb. By mapping the valley, we discovered that Tutankhamun's tomb, KV62, is situated right in the heart of it. This central location meant that if it rained anywhere in the valley, the water would rush down quickly, bringing with it a lot of debris. This would have covered the entrance to the tomb with a thick layer of rubble, making it nearly impossible to find. When Howard Carter came to excavate, he initially saw only workmen's huts and flood debris, and thought there might be nothing of interest. But he continued digging through the debris and the remains of a workers' village. Eventually, his perseverance paid off, and he found the tomb he had been searching for all along. When the young king passed away, his mummy was quickly placed into a tomb that wasn't meant for a pharaoh. This hasty arrangement, combined with a flash flood and a final act of betrayal, turned this minor king from a forgotten figure into a legendary icon. For 3,000 years, his mummy rested peacefully in his golden coffin, surrounded by countless gleaming treasures. Unlike his rivals, he achieved what every pharaoh dreamed of: immortality. What are your thoughts on the astounding discovery in Egypt by scientists? Let us know your opinion in the comments section.